When do I start teaching my child about sex? This is a question that a lot of parents have asked me on sex education. I always say sex education starts early. Now, the earlier you begin, the easier it becomes. When you start early having that conversation with your child and you keep having that conversation, it's just going to flow smoothly. But if you wait till that child gets to a particular age, it might be awkward for you and the child. So it's always best to start early. How do you start? You start by just talking to the child about their body parts. So by the age of 2, 3, sometimes 0 to 2, you've already started calling out the body parts for them. And when you're teaching your child about body parts, use the biological names. Avoid things like pussy, dick. Children don't need all that grammar from you. Keep it the way it should be. The reason is when they get to school and teachers are teaching them, teachers use the biological terms, not all these terms that you adults have decided to start picking up. That's for adulting, not for children. By the time your child hits 6, you need to start teaching them about puberty. Because for some children, especially girls, puberty starts as early as 8, some as early as 9. So you want to teach your child way before so that you keep having that conversation. So that the very first time they get to see their period is not awkward. They would have heard it and they would have known what to do. So sex education begins early and it's a conversation that is ongoing. You don't talk about it once and that's where it ends. You want to talk about body boundaries, right? What appropriate touch is, what inappropriate touch is. You want to be real. Because if you're not real, they are going to learn something else from their peers. So you want to be as real as possible in your conversation. And things like body boundaries, children need to learn it early enough, how to respect their bodies enough and how to protect their bodies, as well as how to respect people's bodies. Children should not be going around and touching people inappropriately. So teach your children early enough about sex. It's not an awkward conversation to have. It's a valid conversation and it's a conversation that parents must. Is a must. You must pick it up. The society is hungry for these little ones, and until we take up our responsibilities as parents, the society will take them and teach them all the trash that is waiting to teach them. So teach your children about sex. It is okay to talk about it. There's nothing wrong with it.